Hi everybody. So this feels like a long overdue follow-up from the video that I posted a few weeks ago, sharing that I had a secondary cancer diagnosis, and I was pondering this weekend why it is taking me so long to do a follow-up, especially for people who have met me in person who are probably keen to know what happens next. And I realised I had I got called in to be told I had a secondary diagnosis on the 1st of December. And I realised I had 4 or 5 weeks of preparation and further discovery in terms of scans with the NHS before liver surgery. And then anything from the 5th of January has been very focused on surgeries, preparing for surgery, post-surgery recovery, and then the cycle began again. And I've had 3 of those, with the last one happened 4 weeks ago today. So in that time, I've been very present and focused on what the priorities were at that time. And I just haven't had time to reflect or really process what's happened, I think. And there's been a block for me because the story feels big over the last 8 months. But I realised, because I was a little bit blocked about it this morning, that, you know, for every book chapter, it always just starts with 1 page, the first page in the chapter. So what I would like to do is take you through the last 8 months worth of what's happened in little bite-sized chapters, and share some updates on what I've been up to, and also some of the really helpful information that I've found out that might help those who are watching who are going through a similar experience in terms of diagnosis, or their family members who are indirectly impacted or directly. So that's the first thing. So I'm going to do another video this week on what happened between the 1st of December last year and the 1st of January, sorry, the 5th of January this year. Was I did further deep dives with the NHS. So I did a lot of scans. We did some bloods, and I was subject to 5 sets of radiation, both externally exposed through CT scans and injected into my veins, along with some of the contrast that's injected contains sugar, and 80% of cancer types feed off glucose and sugar. So I now know, after going through 3 sets of operations and lots of scans, that there are things that we can do as human beings that minimize the effect that radiation and potentially the glucose injections that you get if you have a contrast injection with the scan. So I would like to just take you through the scans that I was given, why, and what I do now to try and minimize the radiation and the impact in terms of glucose, and also what I'm doing to protect myself from damage in terms of DNA and cellular damage, which also comes with those scans. Even just a small amount of radiation can impact. So I wanted to do a video on that, and then I can take you through all the liver stuff, which is fascinating and was a really difficult but interesting experience to have gone through. So that was it, folks. Just to check in, say I'm still here. I'm going to do a video with you next time on the scans and how I've prepared. I'm not medically trained, so I can't give anyone advice, but I can share my experience and what I've been doing and the science behind it. And also, just lastly, every day I take the dog, Leo, our golden retriever, I'm sure he'll make an appearance at some point. Every day I walk Leo twice a day, first thing in the morning and usually at lunchtime. And I use that time, I typically won't have my phone or earphones. I normally will use that time for me to connect to the universal energy and to be present. And part of me connecting to the universal energy is about connecting to the wider love and light and hope, and connecting with nature and allowing it to fill me up, because it's hard sometimes and other people are going through hard things, and sometimes I know that my light and love and the positivity and energy that I bring can positively impact others. So I use that opportunity twice a day for me to feel it and be reminded. But there's never any feedback because it's universe energy. But it's been lovely for me to see all the new subscribers and the new comments from people all over the globe sending their love and light and their well wishes. And I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I feel everyone. It's nice to have a more conscious reminder that people are thinking of me and sending me their well wishes, on top of, you know, what's not really conscious from a universe perspective. So just to say thank you everybody for all your well wishes and messages so far. And I will see you on the next video when we talk about scans and what happens next.